For a long time, this hobby felt like something I did alone, but my experience at Love to Reef reminded me that I never really was. Hello, I'm Harry and welcome back to the Spiritual Reefer. Today's video follows my time at Love to Reef, a weekend that reminded me why this community matters so much. I'm just taking a morning stroll in the beautiful Suffolk countryside this morning, ready to take you along with me to Love to Reef, one of the UK's best reefing shows. Lots of people will be there, I think lots of faces that you'll recognise as well. So today is the day before the event and I'm going to bring you along with me to the pub that we're all meeting at in Harlow. I believe we're going to have some drinks, have a chat and get to know one another a little more. And perhaps I'll pick up the camera now and then and bring you along for the ride. The reefing community is so much more than just our aquariums. It's about individualities, people's stories and a universal compassion. If you're in the UK reefing scene, you may have heard of John Wright, known for his amazing shirts, dedication to the live streams, and more recently handing out mugs to all of us reefers. This time he purchased around 40 mugs, packed safely in boxes and made sure that each person received one. There was no expectations from John, just kindness, and that simple act set the tone for everything that followed. As the evening wound down, the energy only rose. It felt like a reunion of old friends, even though some of us had never met in person before. I remember holding that mug John gave me, watching people laugh and connect, like they'd known each other forever. And I realised how much I'd missed this. This was the moment I felt it. Well, good morning everybody. We had a fantastic evening here last night at the Green Man and I am ready now this morning to head over to Advanced Aquarium Consultancy and Love to Reef. The event hall was alive. Vendors, artists, frag traders, and right there in the middle of it all, the Mind's charity, reminding us why all of this matters. Each corner held something different. Bright coral bays, glowing marine art, conversations that flickered with passion. All profits go towards supporting mental health. It was reefing with heart. I had the chance to speak with some incredible people who live and breathe our hobby. Steve from Kindest is one of those reefers who's been in love with the hobby since he was a child, and you can hear that in every single word.
Hi, my name's Steve. I'm from a company called Kindest. We are the UK distributors of Ecotech Marine, Neptune Systems, NIOS, ATI, and Modern Reef. So what inspires me the most is, first and foremost, I am a hobbyist. I love to be able to bring to the UK anything that helps all of us improve in our hobby and make it as easy as possible for everybody, and that is just what the entire company is all about. Every one of us are hobbyists. Biggest thing that I have noticed a lot over the past 12 to 18 months is probably how people are connecting more across social media, helping each other more across social media. Obviously we're doing a lot more than we ever have done. You've got things like the Reefers Network, you've got East Coast Reefers started to do his own live streams now, yourself, and I think that we need to be more connected with each other as a hobby. When I was young, I used to get on my bike and go to the local fish store and go and buy fish, cold water, tropical, that I was into then, and then I'd put them in my rucksack and get back on my bike and ride home, and I couldn't wait to get those fish back into my aquarium. That's what I'd love to see, the next generation coming through.
Andy from iReef is building something really special. His new store is really impressive and I do hope to visit one day.
one of the biggest things that I like about the event is the community spirit. Yeah, there's a lot going on with this. The organisers have been brilliant. So that's Paul Longhurst and Paul Hughes at AAC. It's been phenomenal. We brought quite a lot of different coral to what the other vendors were doing, so that there was a lot of choice. And to be fair, we pretty much sold out. It's been good. I love the hobby. I like what it stands for. There's a lot of awareness around mental health, certainly, and the Mind charity this is actually supporting is a really, really important thing. What I'd like to see more of is kindness and support with each other, which I'm starting to see happen. Just keep reefing, guys.
Fantastic.
No worries. Thank you.
I really appreciate that.
No worries.
And then there was Shamila and Michael. They run the frag swap with such openness and generosity. It wasn't about business, it was about giving back.
I am the organiser for the frag swap, which is mainly for the community to swap and give away corals that they have in their tanks. Just help each other out, really. At the very first one, me and my husband were new to the hobby and we didn't have any corals at the time. And we thought we'd just come to the show to see what was going on. You know, get some inspiration, gain some knowledge. We ended up taking home 16 corals for free, and we thought, well, someone helped us, we're going to help other people. So we give away quite a few corals every year. There's always someone new and they need help, and it's just so lovely to see when everyone's like, oh, don't worry, we'll help you organise it and sort it out. You know, it's just a community of love, really.
I also caught up with Jay's Real Reef UK. Jay was actually the driving force between connecting Love to Reef with the Mind charity. It was great to see him in his element, and he was always making time to interact with fellow hobbyists.
Oh, hi guys, how are you?
So this is Jay's Real Reef. As you will all know, I am sure, just bumped into him here at Coral Freaks. Where are we?
We're Love to Reef.
Love to Reef.
2025. yeah, 2025.
Love to Reef 2025. The event is absolutely buzzing behind us here, and we're having a fantastic time. And it's so nice to catch up with Jay, because he's not been on YouTube for a little while, but I've heard that you're coming back. You're doing a couple of videos.
I've had a little holiday with the family, a little social media break, and I'm going to make videos on my tank.
Yeah.
So I am going to be back on YouTube. I've missed you guys as well on my channel. But yeah, definitely going to come back into it. Starting today with Love to Reef.
It's fantastic to see you here today, and I look forward to the rest of the day.
It's an honour to be here. Love to meet you as well. First time we've ever met in person. Keep reefing, keep relaxed, keep chilled, keep zen. It's a great hobby, especially if you want to just forget the world.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. Sorry, I'm so awkward with it still, but get there. And of course, I spoke with Advanced Aquarium Consultancy as well as TMC. They took the time to share some new products and their thoughts on our community.
So I'm Connor, I'm the son of Paul Hughes, and this is Angela, my mum. So we are representing Advanced Aquarium Consultancy and also Reef Casa and Reef Nutrition.
Yep. We've been distributing Reef Nutrition now for about 3 to 4 years, and we've obviously got Chad over this year to come over to Love to Reef, which has been absolutely great.
Yeah, it has. I'd say that the interaction, first and foremost, having the ability to have Chad here in person to talk about a brand that he's curated and created for so many years, I think it gives a lot of hobbyists a lot of insight. It also shows a lot of people that he really does care, because it's very rare that you get the person behind the brand actually be here to speak on behalf of the brand. So I'd say that's something that's really special.
My name's John. I work for Tropical Marine Centre, the UK's largest, wholesaler of marine species. We've got there's a few new bits which have come out. Obviously, a company that we work closely with, and we have done for many years, is Tropic Marin. So we've got their new block system, which is coming out in a few weeks' time. So that's about to hit the market, along with lots of trace elements and ICP tests. I mean, I started in the industry back when I was 16, so I've actually been in the aquatics trade for a very long time. I've always been interested in fish and fishing. I'm a fisherman as well. I think the two sort of go hand in hand. Years ago, when back in the fish house, I was always mesmerised by the marine species in particular. but I think at my worst, I had 15 fish tanks, all different ones, but the marine was one of the ones that I really liked. And I always wanted to work for TMC. Now I get to do a lot of work with some of the new products as well, helping with those. And I look after shops in the southwest, so I actually get to go around to the shops and demonstrate some of these new products to them and see how we can help them.
Actually, I think the passion comes from Paul, really, doesn't it? I mean, he's just so good at what he does, and he's so knowledgeable. You know, he's my husband, so I'm not too biased. But yeah, I think he's the driving force of the company,
100%.
obviously, yeah. I think with the connection between all the hobbyists and that has grown a lot.
Yeah, I think social media has had a massive play on that.
Yeah.
Obviously, we all know the positives and negatives behind all of that, just in generic terms, not just in the hobby itself. But I think having meets like this as well, conventions for want of a better word, I think that really helps because it brings the community aspect together.
Yeah.
And it is something that we don't get a lot of here in the UK. And I think the more that we grow it and the more that we build it, it's really starting to become something of a mainstay within the hobby, which I think people look forward to as well.
Quite close to the surface, we get smashed by a wave, they need those filaments. The big durations often don't even bother putting them down.
The frag swap and the presence of mind brought everything into focus. Reefing, for some, it's an escape. For others, it's healing. Mind is a mental health charity that offers support, raises awareness, and helps individuals to access resources when they need it most. At events like this, just being present opens the door for someone to say, actually, I could use a chat. If you're struggling or just need to talk to someone, Mind is there, and so are we, the community. In a room next to the main event hall, the talks gave us space to listen, learn and interact. Chad Clayton from Reef Nutrition reminded us of the importance of the basics, copepods and phytoplankton, the unseen heroes of a healthy reef aquarium.
Yeah, 1988, got my first tank, and then I decided that I was going to go off to university and study this subject and gain more knowledge, gain some experience. And so we had a land-based nursery, and this is where I got a lot of experience with an animal called a copepod. And these are one of the most abundant animals on the planet, next to worms. Even my wife got in on it. These are footprints from my infant son, and she turned them into copepods. And I've got these hanging on the wall in the office. So yeah, it's pretty nerdy stuff.
Dr. Matthew Bond from Awata delivered a powerful message about the fragility of our hobby, the importance of conservation, and how we can be part of protecting what we love.
I'm sure everyone in this room would say that they get mental health benefits from keeping fish, that they have better scientific literacy, they know more about the nitrogen cycle, that kind of thing, they know more about conservation. And, those are really important things to champion alongside the conservation benefits and the benefits to some of the poorest people in the world. So do the homework on the species that you're buying, fully understand their welfare needs. That's an important thing that we can all do to play our part to support a thriving trade that brings benefits to all of us in this room and the people outside this room.
Both talks offered a deeper understanding of the reefing world and reminded us that our hobby is a bridge between joy and responsibility. If you're interested in hearing more from those talks, I'll be uploading those in full here on my YouTube channel. Behind me now we have the Love to Reef 2025 Escape Off. So we're going to go over and have a look, see how they're getting on.
2, 1, go! Off you go!
Okay, guys!
Off you go! Good luck, Jay.
This one we thought is probably slightly better for mounting corals.
Absolutely.
And we like the way it looks as well. But the winner is this one.
There you go. How lovely is that? Well done. Thank you everyone for participating. Even Jay. Thanks, Jay. You did really well, mate.
I was also lucky enough to win a £100 coral voucher to use at Eco Marine's stand in the raffle. As you can see, I was very pleased. This is the green torch and the Hystrix coral that I brought home with that prize. These corals came from the frag swap, and these from Matt, Norfolk Reefer. From one reefer to another, no price tags, just a shared love for our hobby. This event wasn't just about the best equipment or tanks. It was about building something else. A feeling, a space and a community. We didn't just attend Love to Reef, we felt it. We experienced it and carried it with us. Our hobby is more than just amazing. It's truly meaningful. Has this hobby ever brought you comfort or connection? I'd love to hear your story in the comments below. And with that, stay mindful and keep reefing.
Come to